Good morning. We are live at a Shared Universe podcast studio in Bellworks. We have our wonderful Ming Chen on the boards with us this morning. Thanks, Ming. Guest co-host is Marie Noglows. Happy to be back in the guest co-host spot with me and not running the show with Ray like 2 weeks ago. And we have our guest, Stephen Kass from ShoreSite Web Design. And it is December 3rd.
I can't believe it.
'Tis the season to be jolly.
Ho, 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 ho.
See, Tim doesn't let me sing, so now I can sing, I can do my puns, I can do everything because Tim hasn't been on in a while, and he might not listen to me. So anyway, I'm sorry I missed a couple weeks ago, but I thank you and Ray for filling in. You guys did a great job because we had the night before our host canceled. Yes. So we put together a list of all of our nonprofits, and we spoke about our nonprofits. You and Ray covered that beautifully, did a great job.
Thank you.
And interestingly enough, which I wasn't planning at that time, but it dawned on me afterwards that Giving Tuesday. So we actually did an e-blast with all of the contact information for all of our nonprofit members as well. So good. We had a successful, we had a successful Small Business Saturday, small business shop small all season long. Mm-hmm. Jill got us hooked up with American Express, so we are an officially neighborhood champion for American Express. Jill did some posts, and American Express liked them. Oh. They saw EMACC's posts on American Express. We are moving up in the world. Yay!
Amex liked EMACC.
Amex liked EMACC.
I like it.
Yeah. So we're very excited about that. We hope all our small businesses are doing really well. We've been trying to support them. And I know you and I happened to see a famous person yesterday, so to speak. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was out walking.
You were out walking your morning walk?
In the morning. I was like, wow.
And you look up.
Who did you see?
The elf.
On the shelf.
The elf on the shelf
my goodness.
was on top of a building in downtown Red Bank.
By Urban Outfitters, right above it.
Right above Urban Outfitters.
Did he didn't fall off?
No, he's perched up there quite nicely.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, of course, the first thing I say to Jill yesterday is because Jill loves to take pictures of me and make me do things at work all the time so she can post them. She thinks it's so fun. Talking to her on the phone at 7:30, I'm like, no pictures today. I said, my hair is in a ponytail. We're not seeing people today. No pictures.
Golden,
right? We get in the office, and Sandy, so Sandy's our new assistant. Jill's marketing and community relations manager. Sandy Paperno is our new assistant. Sandy also happens to be Marie's sister-in-law. Oh, okay. Well, what does Sandy do but see Marie's post and says, we need to do that. And the next thing I know, the three of us are out the door doing a photo op in downtown Red Bank with the elf yesterday. So,
fantastic.
Thanks to everybody for that. Please don't comment on the lack of hair. Oh, look,
there
and Ming put it up for us. There we are. Don't look at the bad hair day, because it was bad. But good morning, Kevin McCormick. Thank you for signing in and sharing with us today. So anyway, and we did want to shout out to the, it's the Saxum Elf. Saxum owns quite a few commercial properties in downtown Red Bank, does a lot of development, was behind creating the office space in the old Vault building, which is now inhabited by one of our members, Prevention Bio. So we want to give a shout out to the Saxum Elf. We wanted to also give a shout out to the lovely police officer who has the horrible job of blocking Red Bank Street, Broad Street off. But she was there and she so nicely took our picture. So we were really happy. We didn't want to name her in case the chief got mad. So but we want to thank her very much for taking our photo. So let's see. What can I tell? We've got our Christmas party coming, our holiday party.
Right.
We had Christmas in July because I can celebrate Christmas in July.
Yeah.
We have our holiday party coming up on December 8th at Red Tank. Mm-hmm. It is we've already got almost 30 people registered to attend, which is huge since post-pandemic. Which is not even really post, but people just started coming out again, I have to say. So we've got already 30 people planning to attend, which we're so excited. There is no charge for the event. We have a first drink sponsor, which happens to be Marie Noglows and Elaine Chembray from Woodward Realty. And our second drink sponsor is Tim Davis from... Tom Duffy?
Tom.
Is it Tom or Tim? It's Tom.
Tom
Duffy from Jersey.
Some of the
TDs really love to spend money on the beer, let me tell you. And we're going to have Chilangos from Highlands come and do
Mexican
the food. Mexican food, really good Mexican food. And instead of the reason the BAH is giving this as a gift to our members and our guests, we're just asking that they support Monmouth Daycare Center by donating an Amazon or Visa gift card.
Where is it?
Oh, it's at Red Tank Brewery in Red Bank. I believe that's on Monmouth Street, isn't it? Thank you. And if you can't make it to the party and you want to drop off a donation, they're being collected at the Nissan City of Red Bank, also one of our members, and Good Vibe Nutrition at the foot of Broad Street on front, also another member. So they've offered to help collect gift cards for us for that, for those events. So we're really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Just a really great, upbeat networking opportunity to just, we have so many new members that joined us during membership month. And since that, there's quite a few of them already planning to attend the party. It'll be a great opportunity for all of us to grow our networks now because there'll be new people to meet. It's really exciting.
I've never been to Red Tank.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean,
It's fun.
I like going to breweries. It's
It's
enjoyable.
beer.
Yeah.
It's beer. If you don't like beer, you know, we'll have water.
Right.
Just
So
saying.
we can
But
have
you know,
water. It's water. Water's
it's
good.
water. Water's good. So, and if you like beer, you can have water too in case you have too much beer. You know, we plan it all out. So, let's see. What else can I tell you? So we have, there's so much. You would think, right? Like it's November, December, not much
Things are
going
slowing
on.
down,
Yeah, we
blah,
keep
blah,
telling
blah.
us that in the office that we're going to have, when we have downtime, we're going to work on this project. Yeah, has not happened yet, which I guess
It's
is a
good.
good thing.
It's good.
Because yesterday we announced the winners of our Spinnaker Awards, our
yes,
annual
yes.
Spinnaker Awards. Marie was our Volunteer of the Year last year.
That's right.
We just keep pulling up your name. What are you, important or something? So anyway, no, let's call, you know what Marie loves the most? Marie loves to be center of attention. Let's keep doing that to her.
Yes. I'm going to enjoy it.
It's fun, right?
Yeah.
So I'd like to congratulate our winners for 2022. We have Claire Knopf, who is our Volunteer of the Year. We have Count Basie Center for the Arts for our Arts and Culture Award. Mayor Bob Neff of Little Silver for Public Service. Reardon Anderson for Community Service. Smolin Lupin for Corporate Good Neighbor. Covenant House, New Jersey, Nonprofit Organization of the Year. Irwin Marine for 50 or more years serving Monmouth County. And Kevin Ertl, EMACC's Next Generation Leader. So Kevin serves on a committee with you. You two co-chair our town liaison committee. Irwin Marine, here's a little interesting fact about Irwin Marine. They've been in business for actually, I want to say
90?
82, I think he said 82 or 83 years. They've been a member of EMACC since 1933.
Wow.
Right?
Guess they're dedicated, huh?
They gotta love them.
Didn't EMACC like start in
1928. Yeah, so Irwin Marine has been around for a long time and been part of the chamber for a lot of that. And we are so grateful to our longstanding members, our new members who look forward to developing relationships. So with that,
Huge.
I'm going to say, hey, welcome EMACC member Steve Kass from ShoreSite Design.
Well, hello. Good morning. Good morning.
Tell us why you're a member of EMACC.
Right, why am I a member of EMACC?
Yeah, tell me.
it's
Just
a
tell
great-
me.
I'll just sum it up.
Okay.
It's a great organization of people. That's why. I mean, I've been a member now. I don't know how long now. How long has it been?
Well, I mean, you and I met when I first started in 2018.
So
so
all right, at least 4 years.
At least 4 years. And I think you
there's
were
that.
involved a little bit before that.
I was, yeah. So probably like 5, something like that. You know, the amount of genuine people that I've met through EMACC is just phenomenal. The amount of people and the amount of quality people that I've met has just been huge. I've never met an EMACC member that wasn't genuine, wasn't respectful, wasn't open to talking about their business in a manner that was professional. And like, you join some other groups and they're smaller groups and they're fine, they're good, and everything's fine. But the amount of welcoming that I've gotten from a lot of the members has just been huge, and you're a big testament to that too. So
Thank you.
yeah. But that's why I joined. I needed to get out there in the community. Needed to expand the business. Been doing this now, I guess 11 years. 11 years, and.
I know since I met you, you've expanded immensely since I met you. Not because I met you, since I've met you. I'm just saying.
Well, I'll give you how's 50%? You want to take 50%?
Yeah, 50%. Like 150%.
Yeah. Well,
50% is because of me.
50% is because of you.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Maybe
Thank
30%.
You. I was gonna say
Maybe
let's not.
maybe 15%.
I was gonna say really let's not blow it up. Like, we're embarrassing her, not me. Let's
You can
go.
have 30.
I can have 30. Okay.
give
Well, I
you
do
30.
know because you have no names, but there have been quite a few members of the chamber who are now clients of yours.
Absolutely. The expansion of ShoreSite Designs is Definitely a lot because of EMACC. There's a great deal because of EMACC. I do a lot of networking and a lot of different groups and all, but as far as the chamber goes, because there's a small organizations, but as far as the chamber goes, you guys stay on top of your events. You guys, you actually you follow up with your members. You actually stay in contact with your members.
Try really hard.
I know you do. It's a struggle sometimes. I know.
There's 200. There's over 200. We do our best to reach out to as many of them as possible on a regular basis. Yes.
Yep. And that welcoming, that warmth that you feel when you get a call, you get an email from EMACC. It's kind of huge that way. So so that's one big reason why I've joined. I mean, obviously we're all in business here to create a legacy, and build business and make money.
Is that your Justin? Justin Pierce?
It sure is.
Hi, Justin.
that's
another awesome member of the ShoreSite design team.
That's my project manager, Justin. Welcome. Good morning.
Oh, and then so we didn't say names, but Kevin McCormick from Pension Parameters said happy to be a client. Wait, it went away.
It
hid. Happy to be a client of ShoreSite Web Design. Steve is right there when needed. Yes,
Nice
say you guys are too. He said ShoreSite Web Designs because I was just realizing I don't think we've actually said what you do.
Okay. Well, let's say it. Can we say it? All right.
No. I'm sorry. We're gonna leave everybody hanging on the edge.
We gotta go.
What do you do at ShoreSite Web Design?
So I'm Stephen Kass. Those of you who are just tuning in, I'm the owner of ShoreSite Web Designs. We're a custom website design, development, internet marketing company. We do not just build websites, and we never just throw content into a template and call it a day. Say, here you go, have fun. It's so much more than that. It's a bigger process than that. It's a custom branded design, not just the design, but branded functionality. That functionality is specific to a client's wants, needs, and goals. So, bottom line is we do web development. It's web apps, mobile apps, custom CRMs, social media marketing and management, email marketing, pay-per-click, SEO, all the acronyms you can think of. SEM.
We do? We just call Steve. Steve.
Yeah.
This is what we need.
All that good
stuff. I will say, you do host our website. You do a great job with our website. You're waiting on us to make it better because we keep saying we have all these ideas and then that's on the project list, when we slow down. But we're getting there.
Awesome. Yeah, no, you guys have been great the whole way through. I mean, the whole process has been awesome.
What you were able to do for us for our membership month, change everything on a, real quick, right on schedule, and made a huge, you were able to help us create driving people directly to that page.
Thank you.
We really appreciated that, and it was quite successful. We've had a lot of traffic to our site since.
Thank you so much. No,
we love it.
Huge, and it's not just, it's a team effort, right? Like, you don't just pass it off and say, we're paying you. You take care of it. No, it's a team effort because nobody knows your business better than you do. I mean, you mentioned a member that I didn't actually even know was a member. The Red Tank, I didn't know. I don't know why.
They're not a member. We're just having. We hope they're going to become a member because why wouldn't you?
Well, then I'm not in the
but
know.
We're
So
you didn't miss anything.
Red
but
Tank,
we are.
You got to join.
We are having our third event there. So membership would be nice.
Oh, okay. So they better watch this Facebook.
Yeah, they better.
This Facebook Live. But that said, we do all those pieces and we cover all those pieces, and the small team that handles all that. As of Monday, I did hire actually 2 people on Monday, which is interesting to hire 2 people on one day.
Yes.
But anyway, now one of 8.
Okay, so here's a question for you, totally off topic of what I thought we'd talk about, but you said the magic word.
Magic.
How did you find 2 quality people to hire on the same day, and how other than you being fabulous, and knowing your team, because I've met, not actually in person have I met anybody on your team, but through emails, they're phenomenal. So how did you? Because so many people in any and every industry are struggling with finding quality employees, hiring quality employees, offering packages where people will work.
Yeah.
So how'd you do this, Steve?
Luck.
Okay.
No,
thanks,
no, no,
thanks.
no.
There had to be luck.
No,
Maybe
but-
that they found you, but then how to go from there?
So it was a process. You know, I did use. I will be honest. I mean, I did use a recruiter. I'd use Indeed. I also use social media to get the word out there that I'm looking for people. With that said, it was a process. It wasn't just they contacted us. I looked at a resume. I said, okay, you're hired.
Right.
It was weeks of doing a little bit of a test to see what they could do, a couple other things. But I'm excited to have it's a new graphic designer and back end developer join the team. But we do have, again, like I said, a small team, so we all got to do a little bit of everything, and it's important. It's more difficult to find somebody that can do a little bit of everything.
Right.
Some people are so specialized that that's all they want to do.
Right. And then there's the whole culture, because then there's the whole, you can get anybody who can sit, you can't get anybody, I don't mean to say that, but you have people who can do the work but don't have the team or the personality when in a small office is huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure there's a match on that level as well, I'm sure.
100,000%. I would say that the reason I say that I've been lucky, and if Justin's still watching, he'll tell me, and probably on a daily basis that without saying the expletives, Steve, you step in, every single day, and so it's nice that way that I am, I'm blessed that way.
Do you know, I happen to know someone who calls someone they know very dearly Mr. Glittershits, because he poops glitter, because everything is just rainbows for him. So yes, so you might be as Mr. Glittershits number 2. I'm just saying, Justin, if you're listening, new name for the boss, Mr. Glittershits. Okay. That's what we love about a podcast is we can say, other than really bad, you can just, because it's SHITZ. It's not the same thing.
Right. It's fine. Anyway.
Sorry.
So
you step in it every day?
Well, and I
or you
let's
poop
just
it.
say, let's just I gotta go. No.
Hey, I can't say it's not your first time meeting me. I feel really bad for the members that come in that have never met me before. You had full.
I don't know how they're probably like. They get knocked right in, right?
They're like shocked. They're like, I don't know what I just do.
Yeah, no, I would say that. No, I would say that
He's still watching.
I don't dodge it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, still watching.
Justin's still watching.
He'll do that. Get back to work. All right.
I think I see that he wrote "got it" too, because he's got your new name. You are so screwed.
My God. I sent it out to the whole team on Slack, so they're probably all watching.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, good.
Anyway.
They're all going to call you Mr.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, that said, that's why I joined EMACC, why I love EMACC, and where and what it is that we do. ShoreSite Designs. I really love what I do, and it's like I started off, it was just me, and just putting it out there, just saying, yeah, I can do graphic design, I can do web development, and I did, and I was able to put together my first project, and it was just me. Okay, it was a really inexpensive project for the end client, but in the end, they got something they really loved, and it wasn't that good. It really wasn't that good. But
have you redone it since then? I'm just curious.
Well, that was 11 years ago, so no, I don't know what happened. Actually, I don't know where they've been.
They didn't love it that much. I'm telling you.
Here's the bus, and this is where you put me. This is where you put me, right here. So anyway, so the point is,
2 coffees this morning. Get
get the ice going. You gotta get the ice going.
Melt.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So it was really it was exciting to get that going, and I'm like, wait a second. We can get paid to do this thing. This is fun. This is exciting. I enjoy this. I enjoy the challenge. And then actually, it's actually funny because Justin is watching. Justin's the first person that I actually worked with. This was a long time ago. I mean, like I said, 11 years ago. So he was the first person I actually worked with on doing web design, development, graphic design, and then just keep adding people and adding people and adding people. And as you get more and more work, and you get out there and network more and join awesome chambers like EMACC, and meet new people, and that was
That's
the rest is
What's your favorite part about your job?
Well, at this point, I don't even really get to do a lot of development. I still enjoy that when I can. But what I'd say is that what I enjoy most is talking to people, getting to know people, finding out what their, like I said, wants, needs, and goals are, and then at the same time finding out how we're going to bring their wants, needs, and their goals to fruition, and figuring out a way that's going to be best for them based upon their budget to give them what they need.
I like that you said based upon their budget, because as we've mentioned, we're a nonprofit, so you've done amazing with our budget.
You try.
It's not overly exciting, but you do a really good job with what you're given, I have to say.
And so I should probably put it out there that beginning January 1st, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Nice to know you. See you later. It's another client. No, I'm just
This is the third time I'm going to leave this meeting. It's great. No, just kidding. No, but I really do. I love it all.
What's the most creative site you've done? Because do you do all businesses, or have you done something off the
So we've done some personal like personal branding websites. I guess you could call, because it's not really a company, right? But we did a website for an author, actually. A couple authors, and that's a little different. It's like a one-man show. He wrote one book. We did that. But then we've also built e-commerce websites with tens of thousands of products on them. So it kind of spans the gamut of what we do. Most creative, everything we do is creative.
Well, everything you do is creative. I was thinking more out of the box. Did you have a website for a famous dog on Instagram or something? I was just thinking off the, kooky, crazy project. I don't know.
Honestly, we've been really kicking a lot these days. Get the process going, get the project started, get the project done, launch that website, and boom, on to the next.
You have that really awesome thing you do with your team that you keep track of notes and everything for sites when you're at meetings. It's
Trello or Slack?
It's Trello. Slack we use in the office. Trello. You use, because that's a really cool project. I've seen you use that, and it's so awesome, because he'll be in the office talking to me for 5 minutes. He'll make a note, and the next thing I know, before he's even back at the office, we get the correction because somebody's picked it up and already fixed it, and it's really neat.
Yep, Trello. It's an Atlassian product. It's pretty industry standard. That a lot of web development companies, marketing companies. You can really use it for anything, any type of project management. There's more intricate project management software like Zoho. I think Zoho, that's a CRM, but there's other more intricate ones. But we use Trello because it's simple, easy, and works really well. I do always say, and I haven't really put this out there on this call today, in this thing today.
Put it out there, babe. But, here's your spot.
No. I would just say that if anybody has any questions about it, if you ever had a question about it or anything, it doesn't cost to call and ask a question. I can only answer the phone so much, but me and Justin and Mary and Ryan, we're all there and taking calls and whatnot. If you guys have questions, we can just do that. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. Of course, then we're going to talk about, what are your wants and needs?
Right.
But I'd be happy to answer
smart.
any questions about Trello.
Yeah. I know you mentioned it to me once, and I just thought, and I think that when you are in a business where you're successful at what you do, but you're willing to share your tools that help you be successful, to help other people be successful, it does not take away at all from your success.
Not at all.
No. Don't you agree? I know you are the guru go-to for any real estate question people have.
But I am technically challenged.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay.
I'm the first to admit it. My whole family will tell you that.
In Zoom meetings, it's hysterical. We've seen her whole family. Mom, you hit this button, and she forgets to mute herself. Mom, this one.
I love it.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
I never had to do anything because I'm a real estate agent for the last 15 years, and everything's been referred to me. I do need to start doing something soon. I just don't know when.
Platforms. Yeah. Well,
we'll hook you up with Steve, because you do need
I'll answer any question you have and just point you in the right direction at the very least. So, but very cool, very, very cool stuff. For real estate, there's a lot of out of the box tools that should be used, and they're easy to use, and definitely. We've built real estate websites. We built
and then you can block the rest. Just keep me and block the rest of the other.
Yeah, sure, of course. All right. I didn't put that on. I didn't say that.
No, and but the nice thing is that we know your boss is not listening.
Yeah.
So I want to talk. You've mentioned branding. You've mentioned developing yourself. Can I call attention to your branding?
Is this shameless? Is this like a shameless plug?
It's hysterical because you did talk about EMACC to the nth degree. The only other time we have branded anything was when we had Purple Glaze, and it was totally self-serving because we had them bring us donuts. Yes.
Which are so good, by the
But
way.
wait, aren't they? Oh my
so good.
God,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good. If nobody knows about Purple Glaze Donuts, I think it's Summerfield Avenue in Asbury Park.
Yes.
Oh, heaven.
Fantastic.
Anyway, so we're sitting here, and before the podcast, I'll tell everybody, is we're sitting here, and I'm like, Steve, take your hat off. And then I look over and I go, oh, yeah, that's why his hat's on the table. Branding. Because he's got his nice shirt, which is a really nice shirt for work,
It's warmer. A little warmer.
Yeah, it was warmer. You didn't have the hot coffee, hot flash that I had before we
Yeah.
started, so you were good there. But I just, and it's, and then Ming brings him a work inspired,
Work inspired.
which is a Bellworks.
Yeah.
Like logo thing. So, other than, and here we have Bowl and Basket. I think, is that ShopRite or who is this?
I don't know. Ask my wife, Megan.
Megan, are you listening, Megan? Could you please type in who is Bowl and Basket? I forget.
No,
anyway,
it is ShopRite.
It's ShopRite, right?
We'll just go like that. By the way, I wanted to say quickly, because this is sponsoring Bellworks. I've been trying to get up here for the longest time, and I haven't been here. And now I'm here. First of all, I was blown away and I got lost. But,
we found you.
Yeah, thank you. But this is, awesome. And so the fact that, I don't really know Ming really well. But
That's all right. He'll pretend you do. It's fine.
all right, sounds good. But to have these spots in here, there's so many businesses here. This is a place to come, hang out, meet people.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I have been here. So I've been here for the podcast, obviously. I had been here once just to meet with somebody because I'd never been in the building. And then the State Chamber of Commerce is all over the state. So they try to have different events in different locations. They had their legislative awards, which they have every 2 years, here in this building.
Did they have it in the center?
So no, you know what they did? They had the cocktail hour out on the deck. And then in the area behind one of the towers, which I never know which one, but they had the table set up on the little grass, so cushy when you walked, not tables, chairs, so cushy when you walk there. And then they had, behind the elevator backdrop, they had the speakers do the presentations and everything. It was awesome. Then I was here for a Girl Scout meeting because a local troop asked me to speak about business and commerce because they're setting up their own businesses for a badge to sell their cookies.
Nice.
They're learning about how that's actually a business and what their goals are. It was a fascinating conversation because this one particular troop actually gives away 50% of what they make. And they pick a charity and they do things for that charity and they raise money for that charity through their cookie sales. And then they make plans about what they're going to do as a troop with their cookie money. It was very fascinating. The girls were so cute. They were like 9 and 10 years old. And I came here to speak to them one night. And when I'm here, there's one of the dance schools has a dance academy, has a dance, and the wall's open. So there's a half wall. You can watch them dance. They're on the bars. They're doing all this stuff. That's going on. There's basketball practice. There's soccer practice. There's families hanging out. There's food to eat. There's a flower market. It is the most interesting location. So I've been here for everything, and it's just, I love it.
Really?
My kids came here over the summer for a Rocky Horror Picture Show that they did outside. And they ended up doing it outside in the rain. And the kids just sat in the back of the Jeep and did it because they are huge Rocky Horror fans.
Don't they have concerts here also?
They have concerts here out on the deck, yes, often.
I drive in and there's a great lawn thing. I don't know what I'm looking. I'm like, I'll get it.
Yeah, wait, don't drive into the pond. But yes, so and that's the awesome part. Is I said, did you park in front of the pond with the water fountain? He goes, yeah. So I get in here and I'm like, where are you? And he goes, I'm sitting over by the elevators with the water fountains. I'm like, okay, you didn't park by the pond. You went around a different way, and that's okay because luckily I've been here enough to be able to find him.
Visitors that way is what it said. So
so you just kept going
for a bit.
Yeah.
For a bit.
So we will say if you don't really pay attention to every single sign, which is hard because they're every 3 feet.
Yeah.
But it's an awesome place.
Really cool. They got changing digital signs, all that.
And all this stuff I found about this building is this is the old Bellworks Building. So Bell Labs.
Yeah,
A lot of the technology that we use on a daily basis started here.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Tom Duffy's dad worked here, and there was a tunnel underneath where they would test the lasers because they needed a long enough place to see how far the lasers would go. So there was
That's why there's all this property.
It's right? Fascinating.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was surprised that they sold off for those homes over
homes?
there. Yeah.
Well, I
guess
don't,
they don't need it.
They don't.
that much.
I'm sure technology's improved that they don't need the long tunnel for the laser anymore. But
No, and they used to decorate it so beautifully for the holidays, for Christmas. They'd have all the toys up on the towers, up up front. Yeah, we used to come down here a lot.
because when I first moved here, I've lived here 31 years. But when I first moved here to the area, it was right as Bell Labs was being
Spinning off,
Yeah, because it was the big when you can't have.
The baby bells all spun
Yeah, all
off.
the baby bells,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
because you couldn't have one conglomeration or
Right.
what did they call it?
That was
something.
That was 30 years ago. I thought it was a little longer than that.
Well, it was the building was still here. There were people still working, but the
Right.
mass exodus
Exit
was
had happened,
happening,
right.
and then
Deregulation? No.
it
like
was
that.
whatever
Yeah,
it
that's
was.
when
Word,
AT&T
yeah.
came on the other
Right,
street,
and then
Laurel, I
yeah.
think.
Let's call it anti-conglomerate. Let's
Yeah,
call it that.
anti-conglomerate. That's what we're calling. Back in the anti-conglomerate phase. Yes.
But by having this building here, though, real estate went crazy because a lot of people
I'm
were being
sure.
transferred in from all over. And then when that happened, a lot were leaving.
Were you able to like?
No, I was little.
You were able
okay,
to?
okay.
No, I wasn't. I'm not that old.
No, I've only been doing real estate for about 15 years.
Okay.
She's had two other careers since then. You're a multi.
Yeah.
And they're
I worked
all
on
very
Wall
different.
Street. I was a teacher,
Wow,
a mother,
Yeah.
been around the block. But I grew up in Mattawa.
That makes you sound really a lot more interesting than that.
I grew up in Mattawa, and we were frequent flyers at Homedale Park, so it's right down the street. So that made it a lot easier.
This is a really beautiful area. Like everybody, we're from. Marie and I live in Rumson and Fairhaven, Red Bank and
Yep.
Rumson, and go to the same beach club. And so everybody thinks, oh, you're so lucky you go a mile to the beach, and there you are. And it's like, yeah, we do, but then you forget that out here there's all this beautiful land and it's not far.
I never come up here. I mean, it was
Are you from around
25
here?
minutes. So
It was 25 minutes from where you live.
yeah.
It's 27 minutes from me.
There you go again. I'm down in Wall Township, so there was
You got to Parkway it.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, no, she.
Yeah, that's why. I got.
Okay.
Okay.
So 18th Avenue, Route 35 intersect, and there's a new shop right there, and I'm literally right across. My office is literally right across the Route 35 from there, and I live a quarter mile from the office, so it's very very nice. But as far as like location, I just stepping into it again.
You did.
I will say
We won't go there again because I can't laugh that hard again. But yeah.
I love where we're at. There's so much opportunity where I'm at, but I need to keep
Branch
moving
out.
north towards Red Bank, towards EMACC and all that. And I don't get up here enough. Like I said, I wanted to get here. I thought it was like 45 minutes away. I don't know where I'm going. So,
I was surprised
so
it
close.
took you. I mean, not because of the Parkway. That makes sense.
Yeah,
but
because-
literally, you weren't. I'm 12 miles, and it took me 27 minutes.
What do you take? 34 to the Parkway.
130, 138, 195,
Yeah.
the Parkway, boom. I drove a little quickly here to get here, so I was a little.
You beat me.
I don't
know,
want
I was.
to be late. Yesterday, I went to a networking event, just a smaller thing. It's first time being invited, and obviously I won't say what it is. But bottom line
People
is,
do. It's okay. There are networking. No matter what you do, is really, really good.
I agree.
But I really think that it's important to meet different people in different venues. So I think it's important not to stay with the same way of meeting people all the time.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yep.
okay, so go ahead.
But anyway, I showed up at 2:30. Sure enough, the meeting gets started at 2:00. Anyway, so I was late, but they were very welcoming and they were nice enough people. But I will say, like the structure, the schedule, the planning that goes into all the EMACC events, it's phenomenal. It's top of the line. You guys really do you don't just say, all right, we're going to have an event in 2 weeks and then
No, we do not.
I've seen that.
There has to be 100 emails going out first.
Please, a day.
I've seen that kind of
event.
thing. Yeah. No.
So we actually are having, interesting that you said that, and we were talking about different networking opportunities. There's Monmouth and Ocean Development Council, which is it's similar to a chamber, but it's not a chamber. It's different. They do a lot more legislation. They work with a little bit bigger companies, not necessarily because small businesses are as well members as well.
Just as important.
But they have their handle on a lot more. It's Monmouth and Ocean Development Council, so it's the development and the economic stand, and that's where they came from. So we are having our business after hours in January with them.
Cool.
So we would be happy to announce the location and the date, but we don't have it settled yet.
In stone.
So, but it should be at the end of January, and it will be with MODC, which is great because
Different people.
additional
Different
people to
companies,
bring
yep.
together. We like to do that a lot. I mean, prior to the pandemic, we did that a lot with other chambers.
Yeah.
It's real, and many of our members are members of others.
Of other chambers.
And it's important, but it's
Yes.
important because we're all in the job of growing businesses, growing each other's businesses.
It's not the people that you meet at that event. It's the people that they know. That
Absolutely.
That is exactly the key.
And building the
so-
relationships
yeah.
and taking the time because what is it? All good things come to people, those who wait. Like you have to put in the time, you get out of it what you put into it.
Yeah.
The whole, all of those sayings may be cliche, but they're cliche for a reason because they've been said because they work.
Yes, actually, that brings up something I wanted to mention. On the way here, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, EMACC really has helped ShoreSite Designs grow big time. That said, it took a lot of work on my end too. So I want to say, just because you join a chamber or join a group or whatever,
still gotta work at
You
it.
got to work at it. You got to go to events.
Thank you for
need
saying
to,
that. Yes.
So it's not just you join, you pay, and then have them do the work for you. It's not it. No.
No.
No,
Some
it's so much
people
more.
expect that, but that's not the
I
right
know.
Do you know
That's why
what's
I'm saying
interesting is that, and we've talked about what the chamber does as far as networking, but the chamber is so much more than that. And what I don't think a lot of businesses realize is the concept of a chamber outside of being a member of the chamber. So the phone calls that we receive in our office and the things that we get called about from all over the country.
Crazy things.
But people perceive a chamber of commerce as the be all and end all and know all.
Yes.
And people think that we know everything about every business in our towns. We have 11 towns. We do not know everything about every business.
How could you? No.
We know a lot about our members. And we'll get calls. I've just moved to the area. I need a tree service. Well, we don't have a tree service that's a member of the chamber. Easy referral, right? They get referred to people we personally have used, but not members of the chamber. We would much rather be able to give them 3 people who are members who say, yeah, call these 3 and see who you like, and then let us know.
Yeah.
So if, a lot of times we'll say, we'll give you this name, let them know you got the name from the Chamber of Commerce, please. Because that's important. I had a meeting on Tuesday with an author who's doing a story on Count Basie, Louis Armstrong, and Duke Ellington. He was a previous journalist with the Boston Globe. He reached out to me and said, this was months ago, he reached out to me and said, can you tell me about Count Basie and Red Bank and show me places where he was? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I can't. But in conversations with him, I was able to, I picked him up from the train station. I took him around. I showed him the town, let him see what Red Bank is, the different parts of Red Bank. We had fascinating conversations. But his take on what an executive director of a chamber is that person knows everything about the towns, has the relationships with the mayors, knows who the important people are. And even our towns miss that. And they don't realize that that is what we do. It is our job to know. And we try to know. We want to promote our towns. We want to promote the communities. We want to promote the businesses in the communities because we're a business association, but we want to promote our communities. And, we get all those kinds of calls. So you saying that is, you put into it, but there's so much more.
What's cool is if you didn't know something, you would probably go talk to, and you have these relationships with the members of EMACC.
Yep.
You would call an EMACC member to get the answer.
Exactly.
And then that keeps that relationship.
Yes.
That's the cool part. It's not just a one and done kind of transaction.
Right.
It's not it.
I mean, and you got to look at it. I mean, this we mentioned before 1928, so it's been 90 plus years that this chamber's been in business, and
I still can't believe that one member's been a member since 1933.
And one of the founding members was the original Schwartz from Schwartz Mazda, and Schwartz is still, of course, that person is not in existence anymore, but Schwartz Mazda has been a member from day one.
what's that commercial?
Yeah.
I can't think. What's that? What are they
May
saying?
the Schwartz be
Yes,
with you.
yeah.
Which they can't say that anymore, unfortunately. But yes,
Right.
but we all do anyway because it's out there. So you know.
Yeah.
We've known it for so many years.
Yeah. So we can say it for them. They just can't say it for themselves anymore. But so they've been, there's longevity. We have members who've been, and then we have our new members. And you were talking about like meeting the business people who are so open about their professions. You could call someone and say, look, you could call somebody in IT.
Yeah.
At one of our IT companies and say, you've been in business this many more years than I have. How did you handle this growth spurt? How did you handle the economy in a downturn? What did you, and they're going to share that information with you.
I have done that exact thing.
You have?
Like John Calli.
That's who I'm thinking of is John. We love John.
Yeah, I know.
Great guy.
He's phenomenal. Absolutely fantastic.
Right.
He is so open to sharing like his insight and his experience and all of that. And so that's what the kind of thing you get out of all the EMACC members. Mindy Grote.
Mindy, who just became the chocolate bar. They just became members. It's awesome.
So excited. It was great to work with them. But I mean, still is great to work with them. We launched a website for them and new application and e-commerce, all that. I mean, such a nice person, and they've been around for a while.
That
so they
chocolate is really good, too. Let me tell you. They just opened a shop in Little Silver.
Yes.
So if those of you who don't know, who haven't been there, holy cow.
Yeah.
Like, don't go hungry because you're going to be starving even if you walk in there full. The smell, the food, it's beautiful. And Mindy's so sweet.
She's sweetest person ever.
Yeah, so we're really happy to have them.
Where's the one? They got Little Silver and up north. Drawing a blank right now.
You would know because I've only known them since they opened in Little Silver.
Something Field, and I'm drawing a blank.
Westfield, Chesterfield, Springfield, Fairfield. Okay.
Fairfield or Westfield.
One of those fields.
One of those. Yeah.
Go to the field and you'll find Mindy.
It's not the field outside. It's the got it. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, but no, just such great people, and those are just off the top of my head. I can't, I should have a list. But anyway,
you and me
I
both.
have more lists.
Usually,
yeah.
Trello. A lot. Trello. Everybody, let's pull up our Trello right now. Yeah. So, you had actually. Now, see, I have this new phone, and I'm used to swiping up, but now I have to show it my face. Do you know what face it doesn't like? I don't know if you guys have facial recognition on yours, but good morning face.
I do.
First thing in the morning, I got to put in the number because I'm laying sideways on the bed, and it's not seeing me. It just has no earthly idea who I am.
You guys both have iPhones?
Yeah.
Yep.
I know.
I just learned how to use this.
All right.
She's technology challenged.
I have the Android.
See, you just put on something.
That's
you just put work. I know.
Oh my God.
You have Android?
Is Justin slacking you funny stuff?
Ryan
is like, okay.
SEO specialist. He what's up, Stevie Glitter? You know what?
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah. Listen,
you're
that whole holiday party, you're not invited. No.
And what's really awesome is I didn't have to reveal who says that about who to tell the story. It was awesome because that person's gonna be really proud of me. Let me say. I'm learning I'm finally learning not to spill everything, only partials. Because I'm quite open and spilly, if you haven't guessed. So, you wanted to talk about. As I pull up my little thing.
I don't even know what I want to talk about anymore.
Let's not mention the fact that my staff gave me such a rash of crap yesterday for not being able to read my phone with the font size I had on there without my reading glasses on top of it. They're reading it from across the room. They were making fun of me. So just if you guys are watching, just note. He's not going to live that down, Kevin McCormick. He's going to be calling you that too.
Oh my God! All right, I'll take it. I will. I'll play along. It's fine.
No, it's true. Wait till Megan hears. Megan's going to be like, "Oh my God!"
Okay. Such fun.
I'm going to tell her. So you wanted to talk about how do you potentially maybe because you might not want to talk about this now because you don't know what I'm going to say. I was supposed to do this much smoother than I'm doing it now, but it was too many words.
I love it.
How do you transition from just creating websites to digital marketing? That is, bringing a platform to life and then getting it found.
So that was, you guys asked for ideas, and I'm like, okay,
I'm following through. I don't want to throw you off. You don't want to talk about it. We don't have to. I'm just saying. Look, do my job.
The whole, you do your job well. What I just want to talk basically about is that when you get a website itself, the website itself is not going to bring you business. I mean, you know, eventually it'll get indexed by Google and maybe somebody will search for something and your website comes up. But it's what you do to drive traffic to that website to then, you know, create those leads and capture those leads and create that business. You know, I always say, you know, think about it like during like Superstorm Sandy when all the contractors came in and they had to raise the homes because all the water and all that. Think of your website as your home base. You always want to drive traffic to your home base. So think of, compare those contractors, right, to like your social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, all those social media things. And then also like your email marketing, right? And then also think about it as like your pay-per-click campaigns and any paid SEM, like paid social media
You got to
stuff.
slow down. Pay per click,
Not
paper. I can't even tell you how long it took me, so I want to clarify that for those who may be like me.
Yeah.
It's PAYPER click.
With 2 spaces in between.
Yeah. Pay per click. Okay, sorry, go back.
So all of those pieces, creating a trifecta or more of a marketing plan, driving traffic and sending leads, sending users to a website is what helps raise that ranking, raise that home. You know, and that's the way it should be done. You know, so like I don't want, you know, people talk about, I'll get a website and boom, I'll get a ton of business. That's not really how it works. It's about the on-page and in-page search engine optimization, SEO, that you put into place. It's about that's the organic side, and then it's the paid SEM side. So you know, Google ads and then it's social media paid ads, things like that. Driving traffic back to it, reaching a larger target audience than you could normally, driving traffic to it. It's those third-party, those outside pieces that you do to drive traffic to the website that creates leads, creates business. That's really what it's all about. And so I wanted to just get that out because there's a lot of small businesses in the chamber, right? And not everybody always seems to understand. And I find myself repeating this. I've repeated this same analogy, since Superstorm Sandy. But, you know, so.
How brilliant of you.
So, you know, I've been using that analogy for a while now, and it seems to finally, you know, get people to understand how it's supposed to work.
We've, you know, as I think you know, I know you know this, and you know this, but and also give a shout out to Elaine. She's late today. She's usually first on with us, but good morning, Elaine. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Elaine. She
missed when we shouted out that she's buying first drinks with you. So we'll say it again. Elaine's buying first drinks on December 8th with Marie. You know, as we're growing, having Jill come in as our marketing and community relations, having someone who focuses on that, and then her being able to work with you, work with Jeremy, to work with everybody who helps us with our growth.
Yes.
Targeting what we did during membership month, and which we talked about before, what we have seen in growth just since Jill started with us, where we had someone full-time working on our marketing and our press and our being out there in more than just our website and hoping people look for us. Yeah. And driving people to our website and being able to have, I mean, the amount of traffic and the numbers that we're seeing going up in everything is amazing. Yeah, and it is not just the one thing. And, you know, unfortunately, historically, marketing is one of the first expenses to go because it's a non-revenue generating line item. And I have to say that probably that is the worst thing you could do. Having experienced that ourselves, you know, watching that growth in just 2 and 3 months is just insane.
Doing marketing, throwing, you know, things against the wall and hoping they stick, that's not marketing.
Right. Exactly.
That's not, you know, analyzing a target market and driving traffic. I mean, sending ads to them that they're going to relate to then get them to click.
Right.
That's what marketing is. You know, just putting an ad out there that to a target market that you're not even really interested in doesn't really matter.
Right.
So, you know, that's really where it comes down to. And you've done a lot of that great stuff. And
well,
Jill's
I have to say, you know, with the chamber, it is a member-driven team organization. And a big shout out goes to John Mousseau, who joined our chamber and has a past history in marketing. His current business is Tab, but he has a marketing background, and he's stepped up as our marketing committee chair. And it's
been great working with John.
It's great working with John.
He understands the lingo. He knows where we go.
He's taught Jill and I a lot of the lingo, which has been really good. And, I want to shout out, to Kendra from Envoy Creative Services, because Kendra got us started in social media. I think right about the same time you helped us with the website. We kind of redid everything when I started. And, I know the website was in the process, I think, already when I took over. And then Kendra came on board and she's like, I want to help with your social media. So that was our first step. And we've been able to take that growth that we got from that and elevate it up to the next step. And it's
Kendra's phenomenal.
Yeah, she's really great. And
really knows her stuff.
And so it's, it's really, each little step we've taken has just elevated us that much more.
All the members and the chamber, just great resources for, anything you would need. Really anything you would need. You have a question, you could ask, you'll either know the answer or you will find the answer or have the people to get the answer. So
that is true. We will get back, or we will happily share a phone number. We will happily share an email. It's a fun job. And it is, what's shocking is how much more is behind the scenes that people don't know. 2 and 3 times a week I'm on, this is awesome. I want to give a shout out to Chrissy Buteas. I don't know if anybody knows who Chrissy is, but Chrissy Buteas runs the government affairs for New Jersey Business and Industry Association. And she was just named one of the most powerful women in government by the New Jersey State Legislature.
Awesome.
She handles keeping up on over I don't know if it's 4,000 or 40,000 because I'm awful with numbers. But, and I'm on a call with her twice a week. There's a lot. There is a lot that the Tom Bracken from the New Jersey State Chamber during the pandemic created a chamber alliance. We're all on a phone call once a week. All chambers all over the state getting updates. And Tom is involved in the U.S. Chamber of Commerce as well as New Jersey State Chamber. So we're getting U.S. legislative updates. We're getting state legislative updates. We're getting everything we can find out about what's going to help our businesses. So not only are we here for referrals, but if a business has an issue with the law, reaching out, I can get it to someone who needs to know. And that's been one of the very exciting things that I've started to do that I don't think a lot of people know we do.
Especially even during COVID, didn't they? Small businesses with loans?
Oh, yeah. We got out a lot of information to help out with the grants and the loans. And we kicked into sharing as much information that we could get from those resources to out to our members, because we were asked by those people, please reach out to as many as possible. And we're still, people are not in as much need as they were at the time, but there are still people in a lot of need, and there are still programs that are out there, which we are posting on our press release page on the website daily. There's Monmouth County Workforce Development is doing a ton of retraining, hiring information, trying to get so many people, because the jobs
get their emails every day.
Every day. And they are doing so much. And the small business SBA, the New Jersey Business Association NJBAC with Melanie Willoughby, they're coming out with all this. Melanie Willoughby is emailing us twice a week about this new plastic bag ban. That's right? Okay. So the state of New Jersey, you will no longer be able to have plastic bags.
I did hear about this.
Yes.
And when does that go into effect?
I don't.
Okay.
Slow phase.
It's a slow phase that I can get back to you with the details, but off the top of my head, I don't have them. But, Melanie's sending us information, and we are putting that out there because it affects, there's approved places where you can get certain approved, for your take home from your food, for your takeout, all that kind of stuff. So we're at least providing that information. I can't say we're on top of every second of it, but we have access to that information, which is key information for members of any type of business.
While all the members are focusing on their business, growing their business, using the chamber to help grow their business, at the same time, you're in the scenes talking to the people that know these things that I don't need to really necessarily stay on top of because I'll get an email from you. I'll get notified. So I'm good.
You read my emails? That is so awesome. Thank you, Steve.
You will get an email.
You will get an email.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah. Actually, thank goodness you guys do get your emails because we will say this morning I was looking for something because I forgot my computer and they both had the email that I sent yesterday with all the information. So it was great.
Yeah.
So wow. This is the first time I've looked at the clock.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies, right? Are you still nervous?
Speaking of fun, no longer nervous.
Good,
No.
good.
I mean, no.
No.
I sat down in the chair and I immediately.
It's very zen in
It was
here,
good.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it really
it's
is.
nice, really
We've got
nice.
these like red velvet. For those of you who can't see, red velvet curtains behind us. It's
Yeah.
just like very.
I mean, is it Captain America on the wall?
Oh yeah, I'm
That's-
sure, right?
that's
Is
kinda
that
cool.
Captain America? Yes,
Yeah,
Captain America.
That's interesting.
I would have known that if I'd looked because my daughter had us watch all the Marvel movies in chronological order before she left for college.
I always wanted to do that.
Oh my God, so fun. So awesome. I mean, I'd seen parts of them, but watching the whole stories, I don't have a very
only had
good
the time.
recall though, so I forget. Now my husband and I are watching all the James Bond movies.
Oh, that's so
And
cool.
the night before last, we watched For Your Eyes Only, which is one of my favorites. I fell asleep. Right?
Ah.
So, you know what he did? He watched
Fail.
the whole thing.
Fail.
We watched it again with me last night because I didn't fall asleep last night. So we watched it again. He watched it 2 nights in a row. What a good man, right? Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to sing.
No, good.
I want to just mention fun. I don't think I even actually mentioned the fact that like the chamber is fun. Like I go to events, like there's the events are fun. Like
They're
it's
fun.
not like yes, there's great resources and yes, you get to meet great people and yes, it helps build business, all that. But it's a good time. Like
Don't call us that thing that Tom does because I get really mad at that. So we
is
can't
that?
say it.
What is
We
that?
can't say it. I'd rather say glitter shits again than what you. But
Keep
anyway,
that out of it. My team is not going to stop.
I know. Love you guys.
Yeah, oh my God. I really want to know what it is, but okay.
He used to call us the Good Time Chamber. Well, yeah, that just puts it as in a different. I get it. He was saying exactly what you said. We are fun.
I get
You
it.
have a good time when you come, but there's a lot more to. There's the other
Yeah,
side.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I like being fun, welcoming,
Yeah.
warm. Those are all really good words to
think
use
of- I'll think of it.
under my leadership.
I'll work-
Other leaders have
Yeah.
been great. Other leaders are great. Other leaders have done different things. My leadership doesn't do Good Time Chamber.
I'll work with the writer who keeps talking about the glitter, whats, and
I think it should be
we'll
a new
create
company
a
name.
tagline. We'll create a
I
tagline.
think
well,
you
have
might.
a tagline, but
Yeah. I think you need to put that into
okay,
your resume.
okay, all right, I'm
I
ready.
cannot wait to tell the person to listen to this later that I said it because she will be oh so proud of me.
Oh, well, lucky you.
Yeah. Lucky you because you have a new name. And there's only one other one I know of in the world, so you might.
Listen, I'll take it. It's fine if it keeps happening. I'll take
Right?
it.
You
That's
can't
fine.
complain about it. If that
No,
is the way it
no.
really is, like what's
fine.
there to complain about?
No.
I will say that, and this is a shout out to my whole team. They are phenomenal at what they do. They are respectable. They are, on top of it. That's the biggest thing because there's a lot of companies out there that aren't on top of their game and they don't know what they're doing and they don't stay on top. They don't do as they're asked. My team is, golden. And these two new additions, I can't wait to start working with them.
That is.
I mean, so shout out to the whole ShoreSite team. Really.
Yay,
Nice.
ShoreSite. Andrea Burrell from IOIO TV, one of our new members, just put out here that the ban on single-use carry-out bags, you can't click on it because it hides. Thank you. Carry-out bags begins May 4th, 2022. And then she also hit the link. So if you are interested in finding out more, you can go to the link. Thanks, Andrea. You can go to the link on our Facebook page and find it there as well.
Like I said, look, you don't have to do anything now.
Right? Like even
Done.
that's like our members are helping out, which is awesome. And I want to reiterate what you say. Without the team, people say, Jennifer, you're the face. I am the face, but without the team behind. And I mean, my team is beyond who's just Sandy and Jill. The team is the board of directors. The team is the chair people, not mine. I love to call them mine because I'm so appreciative for everything they do. They're
could be
not
yours.
mine. I
They
don't
could
own
be
them. But working with them is phenomenal. And it is a great, it's just.
It's an experience. It's
It
an
is.
experience. And how long you been director now?
January 3rd, 2018.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're coming up on, I can't do the math. Is that 4 years or 5? 4, right?
January 18? Yeah, it's
18
gonna
to
be
20.
Going
it's,
to be.
it's going to be 4
gonna be
on
4.
the 3rd of 22, right?
Yep.
Thank you. See, I can't. That's why I have a team who works on math numbers for me, too, because it's not my thing. So, anyway, it is, well, we still have another minute. What else do you want to say?
I think we should leave
Should we?
it to...
No,
what do you want to say?
uh,
Come on, Marie.
So that means 4 years I've been doing Spinnaker.
4 years you've been doing Spinnaker. Yeah, Marie co-chairs Spinnaker.
March 23rd.
I don't think we can say the other stuff yet.
That's it.
We can't say the other stuff yet. But Marie is essential. She, you know, she runs Spinnaker. She's on our business after hours. She's on our marketing and membership committee. She's town liaison chair, board of directors. Yeah.
So many titles.
Yeah, you know.
I'm like,
You know what's really awesome is in the summer when we happen to be on a weekend, we will have mini meetings because she co-chairs Spinnaker with my husband.
Oh.
And so we'll have mini meetings on the beach on a Saturday morning, you know,
can't
or
beat
a
that.
Sunday afternoon over with a dark and
She
stormy.
sits with a different circle, but we sit across from one another.
So we make eye contact and we have little conversations, or we'll text each other and have like little mini meetings at the beach. It's really fun.
so many cool things that just happen right there because you mentioned dark and stormies. That's one of my, you know, favorites. It's wonderful.
Ray makes great dark and stormies.
Does he?
Yes,
I
he
don't
does.
like them, but he
Yes,
does.
Yes, he does. I could tell you that.
Okay, all right. I'm coming to your house.
No, you gotta come to the
Ray-
beach.
oh, Ray-
It's only-
Ray
is my
makes them.
husband only
Yes.
at the beach.
Yes, only at the
Okay,
beach.
well,
Only at the
I'm coming to the beach.
Okay, come to the beach. Elaine figured out, of course, how to use our last minute. BAH, Red Tank, this Wednesday. Don't miss it. With that, we will say thank you guys very much. I will see you on the 17th with Christopher Yim from Affleck, co-host Tom Duffy.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Have a
Appreciate
great
you.
weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.